tell me the name of this person.
Turns out Peanut, or as he likes to be known now as Big Daddy, and Reagan are expecting. Congratulations, Big Daddy. But you'll always be Peanut to us. Bam. Yeah. So, I had to.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, as it is, ragweed and pollen's through the roof, so welcome back sinus season.
Oh, yeah.
But something a whole lot more serious happened today. If you'll look at the ticker on the bottom. School shooting in Georgia, 4 dead, 2 teachers, 2 students.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And we're going to start off briefly. This is true crime meets paranormal. And of course, this is about as true crime gets. And to be quite honest with you, it's friggin' heartbreaking. The shooter is 14 years old. Puts him at being, what, a freshman?
Yeah.
And this actually happened here in Georgia. And you can see right there on your screen the indication of it happened right there in the school. And of course, you see right back there behind the football field, excuse me, which is where they ushered the students out. And we managed to grab a few pictures of that happening. And that was some of the students out there. And this happened apparently this morning. The shooting happened somewhere around 10:20. And it just went from there. And by noon, they had this guy in custody, but 4 lives had already been taken. And like we said, there were 2 teachers and 2 students. Details are still sketchy. And of course, there's Big Daddy. But this was a picture outside of the school as the cops were on the scene and they were getting this handled and taken care of. The school was great about getting out mass notifications to parents, telling them, don't come here right now. Police are locking down the school. They're making sure that all of this happened. And this was at Appalachian High School in Georgia, which is, I guess, the closest metropolitan area to that I can think of is probably Athens. But, working in broadcasting and working for the station that I do, it was, we get notifications quick. We do. Through Fox News, ABC, and everybody else. Even we don't pay any attention to them to speak of, but the Communist News Network or CNN sends us stuff from time to time too. But I've always classified it in four levels. You got level one, which is, hey, Big Daddy was driving out on Kentucky Route 201 tonight and he hit a cow. That's level one. It's stuff that happens. You know, level two is a little more serious. It's when somebody gets hurt, heaven forbid. And then we've got level three and like a level four event, which is mass shooting or a shooting of this nature. Schools. It's one of those things where I can't help but think to myself, when is this going to end? And Jesus already gave us the answer to that.
Yeah.
It'll end at the end of the age. He told us it was going to get this way and that it was going to get worse. And it is progressively. But the thing that shocks us, or at least for me, is that it's one of those things that you never get numb to something like this, but you go a certain period of time. And I mean, the one that really brought it all to our attention years back was Columbine. And everybody was sitting there going, "Oh my God!" Klebold and Harris and all this, and now you've had Virginia Tech, you've had, to me, a school should be a safe place for your kids and
Yep.
teachers.
But you got the bullying.
You got that going on.
You know.
When you and I went to school, babe, we never had that kind of problem.
No, you took
I
care
mean,
of that.
if somebody walked up and bullied us, there was going to be a fight. We handled business, and it wasn't none of this keyboard warrior crap.
No, or 5-on-1.
For 5-on-1. Yeah, we didn't do that either.
Mm-mm.
The world's not changed, but the people in it have. But hell, when I was going to high school at Johnson Central, we never worried about, kids brought pocket knives to school. We always looked at pocket knives as tools.
Right.
That's what they were. They were tools, to fix a car, fix a hose on a car or something. It wasn't a weapon. And now, hell, they're bringing GATs and AKs.
Yeah.
And how the hell do they even get into a school with something like that? Now, the scary part about this, and I know Georgia, everybody's thinking, oh, that's miles. Let me tell you something. Appalachian High School in Georgia is not as far as you think it is away. It's not that far. I've been by it on a motorcycle. I've seen it. I've seen the high school. Of course, I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, well, it's school. Go on. And then you see this. And you're like, what the hell? And the shooter was 14 years old.
My God.
Not much is known about him right now. And they've not released the identity of the four people that lost their lives. Do know two of them were students, two of them were teachers. One of the teachers that actually went to open the door to see exactly what was going on out there in the hallway. And about the time they opened that door, pop, that was it.
Oh.
Game over. That teacher was doing nothing more than trying to protect those kids. What the hell makes a 14-year-old? And you can sit there all day long and you can blame it on video games and you can blame it on whatever. Let me tell you something. I played video games when I was a kid. That was never a justifiable excuse.
No.
Be acting like a dick. I took responsibility for that. I acted like it because I was in a foul mood or whatever. And don't get me wrong, my dad let me know it, and so did mom. But okay, this isn't going to work out right. Yeah, I'm going to have to get Lloyd's girlfriend Reagan over here to open this thing for me.
I'll put it for him, Reagan.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate that. I don't care what Lloyd said. You're gorgeous. Speaking of dolls, last week, I don't know if y'all saw this happen. Stace sent me the video, and maybe you can pull it up again and play it off of your phone or something. I meant to save it, and it's just been crazy busy.
Hang on, let me get my phone up here.
But Iris moved on her own and sent Lloyd into a dead-on run for the hills panic. I'm not looking back, not collecting $200. I'm not even going to take time to shake it 3 times after I take a leak, out the door and not look back. And he'd been madder than hell at Stacy all week over it, like she had anything to do with it. How dare
Well, all I can say is one thing's for sure.
you? Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad that I didn't hit that last video that I sent you, aka the turkey sandwich,
Yeah, I
because
don't.
I
Yeah,
mean
we don't
nobody
need.
wants to see our turkey sandwiches.
No, they're good, but nobody wants to see them. Yeah.
All right, let me try to play this. Let me get it. There it goes. All right, let me turn it up.
This happened at the end of last week's broadcast. Yeah.
I'm no pro at this, but we'll try it. We've done that several times. We did that earlier tonight too. We showed a few of them tonight.
Well, this is one of the big having new people come in. So, but
see the corner right here,
mm-hmm.
down there across from my
There she
elbow.
goes. And of course, you heard Lloyd back here. Oh God! But yeah, she moved on her own.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about a little twitch or a little glitch. I'm talking about she was going to the dance. And
I danced right on upstairs.
an interesting thing that I actually watched on
I sent that back to you.
on a paranormal. Thank you, baby. On a paranormal documentary, and this was so cool. Dolls were invented to house the spirits of the dead.
Yeah.
And I did not know this.
Yeah.
As much as you and I have hung out, I did not know this. But that's why they were made to look like people.
Several
And they're
religions
empty
banned
inside.
them. Yeah.
Allegedly. But they were made to house. Excuse me. God,
Maybe house something like this.
new doll. Before we went on air tonight, about 15 minutes before, Stace and I we're talking, we're chatting.
Just like this, guys.
Mm-hmm. And when we start up our Patreon vids, which is coming October 2nd, I think, you'll see us do this. But she was showing me the new doll. And she was talking about how she had looked for places where people may have hid something in it, and all of a sudden that razor blade comes out. So I thought about naming that doll Gambit because that damn thing, bam, there it was. And I was like, okay.
Right in front of Chris, too.
Right in front of me.
Too. I mean,
yeah. Blew my mind. I was like, holy.
I was a little upset for a moment, but
it was definitely kind of freaky. Yeah.
Charles, we just had something come through on the spirit box I've got going in the background. I've had it on for like 2 hours. We got something, Charles, looking for Ed. Is looking for Charles. Yeah, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if that means anything to him, but where he's usually here, and I always try to stay within our circle.
Yeah.
Could very well meant to be for him, or it could be for somebody. I'm not real sure. I just start writing down these names. Got Shirley. I got Seth. If you want to. But we got several names coming through tonight. I've got another bank hooked up to it tonight, so it's had some different voices, and I've also had some kids come through.
And we are joined in here tonight by my child, Cody. Cody is in here, so she's in the chat. And if you're in the chat, a big hey to you, and thanks a lot, guys, for being here. We really appreciate it. Now, some of the other more local headlines that we want to catch up on real quick, and you'll hear about tomorrow and throughout the week, and even probably some of it next week as developments happen on news. Anyways, I should say, guy from Louisville gets put behind bars in Prestonsburg for stabbing a guy in the neck. His name is Wesley Gatlin, 36, and Prestonsburg detective Dennis Hutchinson put him behind bars. And then, of course, we had what was the other one? That was a pretty big deal. Oh, yeah, Lloyd declaring his love for Reagan and the fact that they're expecting. And he now goes by Big Daddy. So you can call him Big Daddy Scared Lloyd, Scared Big Daddy Lloyd. There's any number of plays that you can use his name for. But no matter what, he's always going to be our Peanut. So that's okay. So, and I noticed where you got the EMF detector parked on that doll, the new one.
And you know why?
Yeah, because he shot a razor blade out of that thing. Yep. And getting ratings off of it.
Oh, and Sweet Iris is sitting there too.
I'm sure that makes.
She has not been moved since last week.
No,
She's
that's
in
the
the
one that moved last week on her own.
same spot. So she's just sitting there chilling out.
She can stay over there too.
I knew it was coming.
You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to happen. Okay, so with that being said, coming up October 2nd, the Gatherings contact returns strictly for Patreon members, strictly for paid Patreon members. You'll get the behind the scenes stuff as it happens, what we'll be talking about before the show, plus one-on-one encounters or one-on-one sessions to see if we can pull through. You know, it's like Stace said, she can't control who comes through, can't control what comes through. Plus, there'll be some other updates and stuff like that too, and that's strictly for the people that are on Patreon. Then after that, we go live with the gatherings. That's going to be a bit of a adventure because of the length of time that it's going to take. But right now, we're looking at putting it on probably around 7:45, close to 8, and then of course at 9 o'clock. You know, this will all be on Wednesdays. That way, we can go straight out of one and straight into the gathering. So, with that being said, this turn of events that we've had here the last little while, especially with these, you know, these shootings and all this other stuff that's happening around everywhere, it's actually kind of mind blowing. Now, I know that you've had the boxes running for a little while tonight, and you got a new bank, a new sound bank. Yep. Tell me a little bit about that.
I have had a new bank in for about 2 days, so I've been working on it, getting the static off of it, setting it up. So, just getting the kinks out of it. And so far, man, it's been crazy. I mean, the names have been coming through very easy to hear the names this time. So
well, I guess we're going to put it to use.
We'll give it a shot tonight and see, yeah.
And to answer people, and I've had a few personal texts that you guys have heard. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather. It's sinuses. I've been checked for COVID. It's not that. But even, you know, one of the doctors said it's a pretty crappy case of sinuses, and, you know, ragweed and pollen's have been through the roof. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But it's one of those things where, you know what, it'll be okay. I'll get plenty of rest once I'm dead and gone. So that's fine. In the meantime, let's see if we can do something creative and constructive and maybe help some people. With that being said, let's go ahead and fire up that box, turn it up there to where people can hear it, and let's get this thing rolling.
You got it. Now, one thing I also want to put out there, guys, if you have kids in the room, you all know that there's been some nasty stuff coming through. I mean, not nasty, but you know what I mean.
So it's been pretty nasty. Mm-hmm.
And so tonight I've heard a few things.
I mean, talking about neighbors, talking about Lloyd humping the neighbor's cat, and
yeah,
all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty.
What we hear.
Yeah, Peanut's been on a kick here lately.
He definitely has, folks.
And he's sitting over there right now feeding his face with Taco Bell.
And he is this close to me because of last week. So look at this.
He's not going anywhere.
Think I'm joking?
Mm-hmm. Right there he is. He's not going anywhere. Now what we're going to do is put Stace on top, and we're going to overlay the chat so they can come through as they come through. So there we go, just like that.
Gotcha.
PC on.
Okay, I want to invite anybody to come through the spirit box tonight. I've got 2 going. And if there's anybody in the chat, like I always call out to you guys, start concentrating on somebody that you want to hear from. Listen, because this is new. Listen for that voice. Listen for that message, because
that way.
Like I said, we never know what we're going to get through. I can't guarantee it's going to come through a different language. You never know. So listen if you have somebody that you're looking for or a message you're looking to hear. Help me.
So.
Lori's right. We have had at least soft porn on this show.
And
it's not us. That's not our fault. I mean, it just.
MC.
And some turkey sandwiches, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll never forget that one. Jenny says that the FBI is in Nelson County today digging up concrete porch and patio looking for Crystal Rogers.
Oh, my
After receiving a tip.
Hang.
Yeah. That would not surprise me.
My goodness.
Keep us up to date on that if you don't care, Jen.
Yeah, please. Hello, Greta. Hello, everybody. Linda would like to hear from Carrie and Aunt Judy. If you can come through, we've been calling out to you 2 or 3 times already. If you can come through for Candace, she's in here with us. She'd love to hear from you. And if, yes, there's the doll.
Nice and sound low.
If anybody could come through and tell me about the doll, I would love to hear the story behind this one. Because he was packing a razor blade, and right here it is. Is this your razor blade?
I've heard of people being as nervous as pissing razor blades, but never actually doing it.
Yeah, Lord. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Essay.
Candy was SA'd.
Deep in.
What's
Sexual assaulted.
sexually assaulted?
I'm going to put some on the doll so we can look.
That would make sense.
So we can see here.
Hey, my.
Candy. Aunt Judy, can you come through for Candy?
Steve.
Steve
Sounds like a child saying it.
did.
Can you tell me why this doll is so active? Is there a reason? I mean, do you know why he had a razor blade?
Nice.
Which doll is nice? Is Iris nice?
No.
TC.
Barbara, Sherry would love to hear from you.
Here, Dad.
I'm here, Dad. Children, it never fails.
God.
Dad.
She's calling for her dad. She says, I'm here, Dad. Who's your daddy? Oh, my goodness.
Dad.
Is your dad with us? Hi. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm blocking it, so hush. Sherry, if you can come through for Kayla.
School.
Oh, she said, hi, Red. Oh, yeah, Sherry, if you could come through for Madonna, we would love to hear from you, sweetheart. It broke my heart when you passed.
Me done.
I'm so sorry.
Guess I can do it.
Love you win. Love you win, it says. I'm telling you, it's just as active as it can be. I knew it.
Well, yeah, you called the ball on that earlier this evening.
I knew it. Lori said she heard Anita.
Fuck you, Dexter.
I'm gonna put her
I
ass
said,
in the
fuck you,
cage.
Dexter. F you, Dexter. So, okay. That's great. Put that one in the books.
Church and chaos.
Church and at the funeral. If there is a bad spirit attached to this doll, lock this up as hard as you can get it.
No, no. Oh God.
Actually.
Okay, no.
Actually, well, there's my lovely dolls for you. You never know. Candy says her neighbor is Dexter. Oh, boy. Hey, Jessica. Good to see you.
Nero.
Muriel. Angie would like to hear from Heather. Can you come through for Angie, Heather?
Ella.
Ella.
What?
Ella. Charlie said he heard the C word. We sang her song in church and at her funeral. Oh. Ah, got you, Candy. That one was for you. Yes, Tina. Somebody else said that too. I mean, if I'd have known that she was going to be that active, I probably would have had him to leave. So
I would have put her in a garbage
because that's
bag.
all he's done is griped the whole time. Candy, I heard something. Did you hear that? Something.
Yes.
Tell Candy to keep something. How about the sound banks?
No one called me.
What?
No one called me.
Oh, no.
Thing to say, Anish.
Does that say fetish?
Yes.
Children, I don't know. Lloyd.
No, don't say my
Are
name.
the dolls going to get Lloyd tonight? Reagan. I see your eyes moving over there.
With Renetta.
Renetta? There's a Catherine and Renetta.
I think I'm going to get it out of here.
At the seat.
At the seat. Does anybody at the meter is still going off on the doll's foot? That's crazy.
Or go to hell.
Goodies.
Yeah. Well, I heard titties or goodies, one of the two. So I don't know if it was titties or what, but you know, it is what it is. That's why I stick a little warning in there because we never know. And oh my God, it said she was a whore.
Great.
Oh.
Boy, that must have been a message for you about X or 2 or 3.
Harko.
Just joking. Says Samantha wants to hear from her mom, Heather. We'd love to hear from you, Heather. Samantha's here for you.
Him.
He says, I'm here. Who's here? Hey, Laura, welcome in.
Far at her.
Sounds in her. Her. It sounds like it is. I don't know.
Yeah, Lori's been fell into the gutter too, so.
Well, come on, sister. The water's warm.
Y'all need Jesus.
I got. Lori says, I heard hair.
Our.
Hair. Do you have a message for anybody in our chat room?
With his.
Matthew, Mommy would love to hear from you. Yes, so would Auntie Stace.
Have some necklace.
Madonna
What?
Said, Madonna said warm. It's boiling.
Oh, did she? I didn't see it. Oh, there, I see your comment. That's right, sister. Stacia, I heard my name come through earlier since you and I share the same name. Summer's in here and would love to hear from you. Do you have a message for your mama?
Lord, Lori, really?
Lord have mercy. I don't know. I didn't hear it.
Oh, she cracks me up. She's awesome.
I was trying to listen to the other one.
Well, hello.
Who do you have a message for?
My doll.
My doll. Which one is your doll? Is it this one?
Good Lord.
And
Is this the new doll that we got? Is this yours? I gotta pick these razor blades up and put them back over here for him.
No.
I think I put them somewhere else other than.
Cool stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put your razor blade right. I'm gonna put it right there. Just so you know, we just didn't take your razor blade away from you.
get up.
That thing needs to be disarmed.
And legged.
Now look at that hair.
Did you hear me, Chris?
I heard that.
Oh, I heard you. Yeah.
Enough.
Tanya, Hattie would like to hear from you. If you could come through for me. I do. Every time I leave the office, I lock them
What
in.
the
I'm
hell?
sick.
You guys not get a feeling about that doll when you look into its eyes? I mean,
That's what
there's
I asked
something there
Chris
that
earlier, guys.
It ain't just that one.
The house.
It's the house. Yep, Lori. Yep, guys. That's one of the things. Its eyes follows them everywhere that he goes, everywhere they walk. If they sit him in any room, his eyes follow them. And he also moves his head.
I show her.
Yep, for sure.
that's a real good question, Tina.
I'm shaking my head too.
Madonna says you love him, Lloyd.
City door.
What kind of use does a doll have for a razor blade or blades?
You know, make sure ain't no more around there.
You don't know what he's going to piss out next. Could be a stick of TNT.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Throw it at Lloyd. That's it.
Here, Hina.
Dad.
Don't give me that look.
He said something, you're Tina.
No, I'm not
You have a
Tina.
message for Tina?
Tina's like the rest of us. She tried checking this thing out, trying to figure out, huh?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
did
At
you
first,
get
a
this
lot of
from?
them look cute. He came from here.
Lexington?
He came from here. He was in a historical home
Uh-huh.
that saw suicide and lots of other things, suspected murder, and the house was torn down. And they removed some contents, and this was something that was kept. And it's been, a year now? It's been a year that they've had it, and they said they can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'd imagine not.
Until you touch this thing, I can tell you it might look cute on here. Until you touch this thing and you really get a look at it, I promise you it has the worst chilling effect that I can't tell you the feeling that it has, but I can promise you that it's not good. This doll has not been blessed. We just got it.
But you're going to have it blessed, right?
I'm going to watch it for a couple of days and see what's going on, and then I always try to get them blessed.
Yay!
Please. And I can see where I can see because his head does move pretty easily. I always do those tests and check them out. But yeah.
Shark.
Waiting on the pea soup any moment.
God, no. It's not funny.
Lori says she get a worse feeling from him than the black doll. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this one has got some really bad stuff, and that's why I really haven't told a lot of the stories that they've told me with their kids that will come in their house. Yes, the kids.
Hattie said, I'm sorry, he ain't cute.
No, he sure ain't. And let me tell you what, he sure does not have a good feeling.
And dry.
What?
I don't have any live webcams going in my office. I try to keep everything so private here. But actually, Chris and I talked earlier about it, and we thought about
Been running
turning
on that.
maybe one on, like at night sometimes whenever I go to bed.
Oh, Sarda.
Oh, Sarda. What does that
So
mean?
Florida. That sounds like an ED pill. If things don't seem to be working right for you, try Losarda.
Gosh.
Lloyd will be the guinea pig.
I got some holy water, Madonna.
Well, you need to hose that doll down with it.
Yeah. We did it. We did it for, I guess, when we used to run the cams on for a while. We used to do it live for a couple. Did it for a couple of months off and on when we first started doing the haunted doll tour. Actually opening up and showing them the dolls because I really never had. They've never been seen before. Or, I've got lots of other things besides dolls that are haunted around here. I've got my haunted piano down here too. But yeah, Jessica, I don't blame you, sister. It's good to be safe like that.
Request.
Get her a request. I don't know. Oh, listen, whenever I do work in here, sometimes when the cameras are rolling, you can see the orbs just flying around and
Or die.
I have seen that, yeah.
or die. And these are orbs of color and orbs of
Steve Potter.
Steve Potter.
Mentioning people by name, though. That's first. I mean, first and last name. I don't think I've heard that
I
before.
think it is
Ephism, how them.
something in hell with them.
Hell yeah.
This new bank is pretty impressive.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've got probably, there's probably at least 100 that I haven't shown.
Rail alone.
And a lot, there's some that I just won't. I won't take a chance. Thank you. Thank you, Candy.
This is a good one. Yeah.
What now?
Feeling chill as usual.
Yeah. It's always active around through here, but tonight I don't know, it's just something. And Iris, let me tell you what.
Came across my
Here
way.
you go. Here you go.
No, she's jumping.
Tell me.
Sahar.
Okay, so tell me what is attached to this doll. Why is this going off all the time?
Because it's a virus.
Her name's Iris, not Virus. So, you know.
By the way, my cars still don't work.
That's because you won't quit poking and prodding the dolls. You keep picking on them. You keep making fun of them. Look, if you pull it out and you smack a bear across the face with it, don't be pissed when it bites it off.
Enzo?
Sitting there poking it.
Genevieve says, Marlene, are you here? Judy, can you come through for Candy?
They need to fit.
Wow.
The heck?
English.
Yeah, Jess, this is I've got a new bank in.
Mm-hmm.
Tiff.
Tiff.
Tiff is what it sounded like to me.
I'm trying to think if I know a Tiff. Seems like I do.
Fern, can you come through for Angela?
Ortiz.
Did it say Mortiz? Sounded like Mortiz.
Sherry said that she'd like to hear from Marcus and Mason.
Mm-hmm. Marcus and Mason, can you come through?
Please.
Please? Yep, you got it, Kayla.
Zor 50 and OCR.
I think
Something
Kayla's
off.
right. They just want to play with you, Lloyd, maybe till you fall over.
Heather, if you can come through and talk to Angie, she's here for you.
And how to.
I try to.
Oh.
You're a heel.
Yeah, you.
Hmm.
Le fruit.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, okay, Stace?
Yes.
Summer? Are you here?
30%.
Whoa.
Something I need percent. Is that what it said?
You know how things just jump into your mind sometimes and you don't know why? And
Yes.
Side.
she is all over my brain right now. She's all over my mind right now.
You know, I thought that earlier when I first started hearing, and I had it down really low, and I first started hearing it come through like real quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the first things that came to my mind. Kind of sounded really sweet like that. He said, "Oh yeah, you're right." Hello. Do you want to come through for us, Mom? That sounded like it F-U-C-K right there.
You.
You. Then you remember it said Dad, Dad, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm here, Dad.
Us nomadin. Myler.
Myler.
I mean, honestly, she's so deeply in my mind right now. I can't really concentrate on anything else. That's all
Yeah.
I'm seeing her.
Say.
It's not a first for me, but it doesn't happen often.
The doll is something.
I think it's my world.
Adam.
Is it Adam?
Hmm.
Charlie's looking for Cameron, unless it's somebody in the room. Sorry if it was.
Aaron.
Are you here? I know you said that earlier.
What's the numerical reading on that, Stace?
Right here, it seems to be a 1.45, 2, 2.7, 2.9,
That's high.
3,
No wonder my
4,
head's pounding.
5, 9, 3.7.
God.
4.
Hey, Kevin, will you come through for Angie?
Oh, I got you, Charlie. Cameron Lee, if you could come through for your dad.
Back you up.
Said I'll back you up.
You know.
Sounds like somebody's on helium.
Sound like it said Chad.
Ma.
Chad.
It does. It does. Ma. It said M-A, Ma.
A steak graph Huey heart.
Something in the heart. Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
Iris, Jess.
It sounded like I said a steak knife through the heart or something.
It really did.
Chai hat.
Oh, that last.
At last. Is anybody else? Angela. Does anybody else want to come through? For anybody that's here with us in the chat room? If you have a message for anybody?
You.
You can come through with a message for any of us. I'll be sure they get it.
You.
Him. Who is him? Can you tell me? A type O.
Now read down.
A rebound or a read down?
I thought it said rebound.
Bye.
Hi.
Oh.
You all right?
Yeah.
Hattie wants to know, Daddy, are you here?
N.
M, like E-M. Yep, I think so too, Mom.
Rebound.
Yeah.
U.
Well, that can mean a couple things.
How it has.
Helen has. Cameron, can you come through?
In Michael.
Hey, Michael, baby.
I need Shocky.
I need Shocky.
Oh, I thought she said Chucky.
I thought
Oh,
it
Lord, that's what Lord
I was going
said.
to say.
Well, you in the right place.
After.
You keep it knocking, so come on in. Did I just see that doll's head bounce?
Oh, children, which one?
Not
Come
Iris,
on.
but the one that makes it look like, a dog crapping peach seeds. No, the other one.
This one?
The one behind you. The new one.
Cornelius. Cornelius, are you moving around?
That's his name. Cornelius. Okay.
What was it you called him? Gambino or something?
His name.
What?
His name. Yeah.
Validation. Can you ask if the type O is about adoption papers? Is the type O about adoption papers?
Hold on.
Jude. I heard Jude.
Yeah, maybe Judas.
Maybe Judy. Yeah. The boat something.
Cameron Lee has been missing
Like
for 2
home.
years now.
Yeah, that's Charlie's son that was missing. Can you tell us about Charlie's son? Can anybody tell us what happened to Cameron?
N.
Can you tell me? I'm going to write this down in my book. Can you tell me what happened to Charlie's son?
What's name?
His name is Cameron Lee.
I had no idea, Charlie. I'm sorry.
I don't want.
You don't want what?
Adam something. He said, what don't you want?
You do?
Can you tell us what happened to Cameron Lee? Can anybody come through and help us? Yeah, for sure.
Any spirit guides?
Each friend.
Him and his lovely razors that come out of his right here, stuck in there.
Mhm.
God.
Free Carl.
Did you say free Carl?
Yeah. Something's
They said the devil's already in her.
It up.
Who's her?
something is
Who's her?
Up a little.
Are you talking about Iris?
something in there's walking.
What do you mean it's mocking you?
I went, yeah, and it went,
Do it again.
yeah.
What dash new?
No, that's new.
Somebody mocking me?
He needs some metal up.
Oh, they're all mocking you, Lloyd. They all love you. They want to spend time with you.
No.
I agree.
They want to get to know you on a personal
Okay.
level.
On a special personal level?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, see?
Uh-huh. Told you.
Who's
Hey.
the bitch that you're talking about? Is Summer here with us?
Summer Wells.
Summer, we heard you coming through.
Patty, which one?
What I?
The people don't see it. Yeah, they want to know the weight.
Jude again.
Light horses.
Does it say white horses? Jessica said Cornelius's foot moved, or maybe it was the camera. I'm not sure. Okay.
Well, I thought I saw the head move a second ago.
Something is moving behind the new doll.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh, God.
the only thing that's behind him is like a seat that he's sitting in right here.
Or
So let's just.
Lloyd, go over there and stroke the puppy.
I'm good.
Hold the doll. Love the doll.
No.
Pet the doll.
CPR.
Kick it.
CPR. Because I keep seeing his head bounce.
I think it wants to.
Are you being a bad boy when I asked you to be a very good boy?
That's probably why you're being a bad boy.
My.
Gets that attention.
All right.
God.
I'm telling you. He's got a very bad.
Robin, honey, that's going to happen. It's Lloyd. You're going to laugh
Yeah.
and your ribs hurt.
You already know that, Robin.
It's just going to.
Y'all just
I
laughing at
mean, there it is. You know.
Yeah.
That is extraordinary.
That is exposed to me.
I mean, there's a reason that. Look. So.
Did it say your mom? It really did.
I'll come by.
Something Alkin boy or something. Do you want to be Lloyd's friend? If you want to be Lloyd's friend, move for me.
No, don't.
If you want to be Lloyd's friend, I'll tell you what. We'll put your hands up here. Both your feet's right here. Your kick back.
Yeah, you just chilling.
You're just as ice
Watch you
cold
some Netflix. It's all good.
as a freezer. I'm telling you
Mm,
all, if he ain't as ice cold, I don't know what is.
I believe it. That's what I was thinking. That Lloyd needs to warm me up some.
Hey, Mike. Robin, you still having problems at your place? Or is everything cool now?
And
And then something. Does anybody want to come through for anybody here in our chat room? It's in our circle.
oh,
Bo. Yeah, I heard Mike a few times too. Lori too. I did too.
Mike.
Charlotte keeps getting disconnected. Well, Charlotte.
Internet service providers, yeah.
Yeah. She's still having problems. I hate to hear that.
Ow.
Said Rita.
Uh,
Something his knee. Boy.
I'm.
Summer, are you still here? I don't have Gizmo tonight on my own. Oh. Judy's husband's
Was
name
this
is
about
Bob.
Candace having washing powder that fell off the shelf?
Yeah, she sent me a picture in her laundry room.
Here.
She's here, Chris. Summer's still here, she says.
I love you, baby.
Fell off the shelf and no one in the house.
Oh,
Is there a chance that it could have just, like, been on the edge and just...
Forever.
Forever, Chris. Forever.
I love you forever, sweetheart.
Yeah, Charlie. If we can get any information, I'll get it for you.
Back from him side.
Charlie, if there's anything I can do to help.
Back from his side. Summer, can you tell me anything about Cameron, Charlie's son? Spirit guides, if you're around.
This is Aaron Cooper.
This is Aaron Cooper. Or she said it is Aaron Cooper.
There's a whole jug that had not been opened.
Enigmatic.
Spelled Renee.
Right. Okay.
There's my baby Kashonda. Ronnie, can you come in for us tonight?
Hey, Kim.
Can you come through? Love to hear from you. Hey, Kim.
Right.
Ronnie, come through and say your name for us. I said Papa. Can you come through and say someone's name? We can recognize you, Ronnie. We miss you very much.
R.I.
R.I.
You.
Here. Who is here? Love you too, sweetheart.
hey.
Yeah, Kashonda.
Stay.
It's good to see you.
Stay.
I told you the doll bounced. Even Lori saw it. Lori saw it too.
You know what? It looks like his head moved from before. And I mean, I'll just show you. You guys can see where I'm at. I'm right here.
Mhm.
I'll write down all my notes. And then he's sitting here behind me.
Our here.
Oh, no.
Are you here?
That's what he said. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what your name is? Come on, Ronnie.
Hand.
Hand.
And
Here. Did you hear that? Oh, that just got me off guard right there. Yeah, we heard that. Kashonda, did you hear that? I swear it did sound like him.
Car.
Shoo-wee. That gave me chills. Did that sound like him? To you too?
he did. You was on that line.
I've got the chills down my arms. We love you, Ronnie.
And miss you.
Oh, yes. I thought so too. Even Mary says it too.
Mm-hmm.
Show.
Yes, I've got the chills. I'm here. Ronnie, are you with us? Cameron, what's the name of our band? Charlie says.
Oral.
Listen for that, Charlie.
Probably sure there's a glare.
There is a glare going right over there. Yeah. Looks like it to me. It's like it's. I mean, you can see the doll perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna
there's
turn
a
the
glare
computer up.
over it. It looks like.
All right, I'm gonna put the computer up. See if I can see what.
I mean, I'm sure it's a result of the computer screen or something, but
Probably could be. Let me hug this up.
what we need to do is see a black mist form around Lloyd.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to think of where.
It's just a reflection of the screen and the camera.
I was
It's
going to say, because if you, I might make a shadow too.
Cassie.
Cassie. Is anybody called Cassie?
maybe Kashonda goes by that, perhaps.
There it is again.
Travis is still there.
Yeah, it's a computer screen and a
Must
camera.
be.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
you.
that's,
Oh, I see it right there. It kind of looks like a sunbeam, you know.
it does. Yeah, it does. It very much
Yeah, I
does.
see
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Inform.
There's no lights on except for the computer, so it has to be what it is.
Yeah.
I heard Cassie or Cassie.
Yahoo.
She says, I love and miss you, Dad. Always remember, Ronnie, you can come through and talk to us.
Ed Cry RHD.
What?
HD and cry.
Ed,
RHD.
Ed cried.
RHD.
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 Pay or hide.
Pay or hide. Pay or hide.
Sounds like something summer.
Cameron, can you come across with the
Circling
name
fish eyed.
of the band? Circling fish eyed. What the hell?
And C.
In either N or MC.
Blood. Garnet.
New tomorrow.
I do know a garnet.
New tomorrow.
Morph.
Ronnie, are you still with us? I swear I can hear you ever so often. Did you hear that?
What?
I'm here. Plain as day, guys.
Yep.
I'm here.
The hell is this thing doing?
I'm going to have to take just a minute. That brought tears. Lord have mercy.
Craig.
We miss you very much. I am so thankful to have a connection.
It's definitely something that not everyone gets.
Head moved. And Rita is my mother's name. Gotcha.
This is crazy.
I told you sometimes it gets crazy. Like this energy. This sound bank is. I knew I could get it tweaked just enough.
That doll is sitting there looking like it's at a bar, trying to figure out whether to have another bowl of peanuts or another beer.
It really does. It looks like he's looking down.
Yeah. He's sitting there trying to figure out, do I want another Corona or do I want those peanuts?
Or do I want my razor blades so I
Do
can
I want
sleep?
my razor blades back?
Or do you want to sleep in the garbage can?
Here we go. I love it.
She is so awesome. She just rocks.
Thanks.
There's that's that medical sense of humor coming through for you. Which idiot are you talking about, the dollar Lloyd?
On deal.
On deal.
Hmm.
Dolls. Can you tell me anything about this doll?
Hand out.
Hand out.
Can you tell me anything about the doll sitting behind me?
Back seat.
Do you have a favorite doll that you like to mess with down here? I'm trying to make out what that voice kept sounding like Ronnie. I was trying to make out what it was saying.
Chipper.
James Bond.
James Paul's exactly right. That's it, Lloyd. Piss off the doll with razor blades.
Like
If you gotta pick one out of the bunch, that's the one.
Listen, James Paul, whenever I got the doll and I was actually showing Chris the doll and we just got it and I was getting ready to set it up, and I lifted it up and razor blades come out.
I saw it happen. Yeah. I didn't know what to think about that.
Yeah. Looks like a ghost statue beside that doll.
No, it's a pillow.
It does.
This is a pillow that's sequined.
A guy.
It's just keep on the chair here.
Well, if you look closely, Reagan is on the other side.
Yeah, she's over here creeping, like
And Reagan is just like,
taking it out. This is Reagan right here.
yeah, she's expecting her and Lloyd are going to have something.
Twins.
You and Reagan, apparently. That's how you got your new name, Big
The
Daddy.
same road as fast.
That one moved fast.
How?
How? Does anybody else want to come through for anybody in their family or their friends here? Well, you can come through. What's your name?
Charles said it wasn't a pillow.
Oh,
Great.
He took you.
he took you.
Among
Kevin,
so many
Angie would
others.
like to hear from you.
Hear me.
Charles said it's a shadow.
It's a shadow.
Great.
Summer, are you still here?
That's Summer up there in the upper corner.
Ronnie, how about you get a hold of Summer and you guys talk to us?
Almost.
We love you, sweetheart.
It's Hannah.
Doll in the white gown.
Did it say it's Hannah?
Hannah. I want to heard from her.
It's Hannah. Something that said he had asthma. Yeah, if you're trying to communicate, listen, just picture us all in this big ring of white light together, okay?
Here.
Just start here. Start concentrating on who you want to talk to and just let it out.
Whitewood.
Chad, if you can come through for Shannon, she's here for you.
Or her dad, Roy.
I heard it too, Jess. I thought I heard say Hannah too. Yep. Stacia? Or at the station?
Feed off this hacker.
Say what?
What was it?
Something fisted a pecker. Lord.
God, face, I love your interpretations.
Do you not?
I do. I love you. I do.
Windmill.
I'm not even going to hide it. I'm not going to fight it.
It is useless to fight it.
It's the Windmill Squad.
It did you said fuck, and I'm telling you, I heard it. Now, why are you effing the F word out? You went all night without doing it.
Because apparently it's getting close to time, so it's
Yep.
got to speak its piece.
Yep. It's getting close to closing time. You better come through for anybody. You
Oh,
wanna
okay,
come
Jessica,
through for.
here's another one. Adolf is a hacker.
You've unplugged
What
it.
the hell?
What?
Adolf is a hacker.
I put my-
Well, you know what Adam Sandler
Oh,
thought
yeah.
happened to Adolf.
What?
Then
Look
it's
at
unplugged
me.
over there because
Your side retire.
something retire your side, your something retired.
Did we turn the light on?
Yeah, find out what's not plugged in.
Last.
We're going to turn some lights on and make sure the
Yeah,
computer.
Madonna's right. Rated XXX. Some of this stuff.
It's not
Good
plugged
thing.
in. It's been unplugged. You know what? Earlier tonight it said I need triple X,
Oh, great.
and I said no, you don't.
Wonder if it's talking about like Vin Diesel's XXX or the,
Did you say hooker?
the John Holmes Film Festival.
Yeah, at PCC, 5 p.m.
Leave it to Cub.
Yeah, for sure.
Margie was.
Does anybody else want to come through for anybody in their family or their friends here with us?
In mass car.
Nice car. Is that what
Yeah,
she
I
said?
thought it said flower.
Oh,
Something flower. I don't know.
well, you're much better at this than I ever thought about being. So
She's still
I'll
just. I'm telling you.
Or bye.
I'll defer to your judgment. Aunt Barb, could you come through for Jordan, please?
Please come through.
It. That.
Oh,
Thinking about
geez.
Slim.
Gotcha.
Wow, Lori, really?
Adam
A bit.
Abbott. Can we hear from Amber?
Judy was a florist.
You too far back.
Too far back. If you have any other messages that you want to say to anybody here, now's the time to come through the spirit box.
Ed.
There's Ed again. Matthew, if you can come through for Charla, she's still here for you,
Lily.
sweetheart. That one looks like I said Lori. Lloyd, I don't know what you think that you're over there doing, but everybody can hear you.
Okay.
The next one.
She owned Jenny Wally Florist. I see. I remember them. Yeah.
John, I heard John came through in a whisper.
Rented.
Kelly K is reaching out to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, can you come through for us?
Bitter share us.
They all share us. No, he's over there tooting, Madonna. And laughing about it.
These people know
Yeah.
no shame.
And he's listen, he's been at that all night.
Well, he wears it like a badge. He
Yeah.
thinks it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Straddle.
He's going to be that old guy that looks at his grandkids and say, "Pull my finger."
Yes, girls. Yes, my sisters. Love it.
Typical man. He's breathing heavy for the doll.
Now he's coming. Now he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mobula, can you come through?
R.
Leanne.
Lori said that's why the doll was bouncing up and down. He's trying to get up and run.
No, I haven't touched his feet. I'm actually sitting about this far from him. He's
How's
back
he trying to get
behind
away
me.
from Lloyd?
One that's set.
Did I say quiet on the set? Hey, buddy, come on. Come here. Hey, baby. Said you are out of luck tonight.
Stace, how do you deal with that? I mean, I think you described it once as smelling like wet dog peas and throw up. Oh, there's Enzo.
You're online, Samuel.
You're on.
Samuel?
I thought it said you're on our senior.
Hey, buddy.
So I thought it said you were something, Samuel. Ed, there's Ed again. What you doing? You texting me? Are you texting me? Yeah. I got it.
And me.
I text you.
That did sound like hear me, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's my boy.
Enzo is a staple. He's a
That's
wonderful
when I
dog.
quit petting him. He's the one.
Up to Lloyd.
Sound like said, "Hey, Lloyd" or something. Quit petting him. See what he does.
He is a good boy.
Quit petting him.
He's a protector.
I'm just saying because he takes his paw.
Let me see you.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. There he goes. Yep. He watches after his mom.
It's the schnauzer. It's the schnauzer thing. It's like you are going to take your hand and put it right back on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's me, baby. That's me, baby.
Everybody loves
What do you
Enzo.
think about it? Hmm? What are you thinking about the new doll? He don't want me being around it too much. And then, of course,
Yeah, virus.
I don't know if you all seen her last week, but you have. You missed a good one because she was awful. Freddie?
Yes, I do know some Halbert's candy. My cousin is actually a Halbert. Well, she's married to a Halbert.
No.
Can you move Iris?
There's no doubt in my mind that there's something different about that doll.
I did.
Her facial expressions change. I don't know if you all have noticed it,
Mm-hmm.
but her eyes and her facial expressions have been changing. And I mean, it's really, really weird. Why did the doll move last week for us? Because she's evil.
His energy.
The energy. The monitor thing went off.
I heard that.
Let's see.
And don't.
Does anybody else want to come through before I close the spirit box down? That kid said, "Damn it." Nothing surprises me anymore with this.
No.
Barry, can you come through for Genevieve before we close?
Small relations.
Can you move the doll for us?
No.
That'll get a reaction out of him every time.
Yep, she sure was, Tina. She sure
I
was.
let. Age.
Thank you for coming through for us tonight. Did you know me or something? Sound like you said my brother and something 5 years.
Okay.
Dead. I'm going to close one of the spirit boxes off, okay? If you still have anything you want to say, you can come. Well, thank you for agreeing with me.
He dies soon.
He dies soon.
That
That's what it sounded like to me.
It really did. And cinnamon too. I mean, Ronnie, can you tell us good night? Can you tell your baby good night? We all love you.
And you.
And you. We love you too.
Talk to you.
Did I say talk to you?
It said something like
Yep.
talk.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Lab ride.
A blade?
Oh, okay. Blade. She mentioned the razor blade that he came out with earlier.
So.
True.
Are you talking about the razor blade that came in with the doll?
Arrow.
At first I did until I heard the ending of the word because it came through so quick. Thought it might have said the F word too, but
Well, that kind of crossed my mind, but
yeah.
I was hoping against hope that wasn't the case. But
So
you don't know. You don't know what's going to come through. It's just like talking. It is very much talking to a person. You don't know.
Right. We want to thank you for coming through for us and for helping me with this new sound bank tonight. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I mean, this has been more active tonight than I think it's been in quite a while, actually. The last few weeks, I would say.
And I mean, the names that came through was first and last names at that. It's crazy.
That I've never heard that happen before. But yeah, I did tonight. I did hear it tonight.
I'm going to put you guys on pause, but you can still come through for me. Like always, I'll be doing work for about an hour. So I said Enzo.
So she mentioned Enzo. Yeah.
You all heard it right. Here we go.
Oh my God. His niece just drowned 2 nights ago. Or 2 nights ago, 2 years ago. Oh, so second anniversary?
Oh no.
You know, saying goodbye is never. I want to take the chat off the page now. Saying goodbye is. I prefer to think of it as saying see you later.
Yep, for sure.
There is more than enough, and you've seen more than enough. If tonight was your first time watching, you've probably seen more than enough to come to the conclusion that things go on. A lot of people, be it agnostic, Christian, Jew, atheist, whatever, a lot of people, if you sit back and think about it, there is an intelligent design to the universe. This did not just happen by accident. You know, God spoke everything into existence that is and that ever will be. And if he hasn't spoke it, then it won't be. It's just that simple. I've heard my mother. I've heard 2 of my closest friends. I think I heard my dad once. I know I heard my mom. And so many of you have told me that you've heard people that you miss and that you love and that have gone on before us. And that's what it is. They've gone on before us. Look, we're all going to make that trip. For some of us, it may be tonight. For some of us, it may be next year. We don't know when. There's no promise of tomorrow. And I know right now things are dark and things are heavy. But I promise you, in the end, light is going to win out. I don't believe that. I know that. And when you get to that point with your faith where you can say, I know, that's how I can take things the way I do. I don't think any of this is funny. Yeah, we joke and toy with Lloyd. He jokes and toys with me. We both leave Stacy alone because neither one of us wants a foot in our ass. But
True.
yeah, true. But everybody's got to have an outlet. If this show was nothing but what you're hearing right now, it'd get pretty down pretty quick. It takes all three of us to make this thing work. Right there, she's your heart. Lloyd is the comic relief. I'm the special effects. Sometimes I feel like, heaven forbid me ever comparing myself to him. What was it Tony Stark said in the Avengers? I pay for everything and make everything look cooler. So but to me, it's worth it. If it gives one person hope. And I'll never forget the little girl that came to us. I say little girl, she was a full-grown woman. She was ready to commit suicide that night. Do you remember that, Stace?
I sure do. I sure do.
We watched this show one time and it stopped her. Now, what she doesn't realize is I knew her. She had taken a motorcycle class that I taught some time back. I knew her. Never would have guessed in 1,000 years she was in such a bad place.
You never know.
That's just it. We don't. We never know. I don't know what Stacy's going through all the time. She and I probably talk more than anybody else I know. But that doesn't mean I know exactly what she's going through. But it does mean that I love her and respect her enough to let her know, hey, if you want to talk about it, I'm here. And you know what that cost me? Nothing. But you know what I get out of it? Everything.
That's right.
Doesn't cost us a nickel to be kind to somebody else. And maybe to just for a second remove ourselves from our own shoes and consider what somebody else may be going through. What is that Jesus teaches us? If someone forces you to walk a mile, go 2 with them.
Yep.
It's always worth it. I've never had it not be. And as far as people thinking that they're not important, you are. You are very important. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You got a plan. Maybe you don't know what it is yet. Welcome to the club. I'm the same way. I'm starting to get maybe some kind of a semblance of what could be an idea. But one day it'll be revealed to you when you look back and you're like, oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Until then, you operate on faith. You go where Christ leads you. I'll follow him to the ends of the earth. Straight through the gates of hell if that's what it takes. But hopefully he won't let me get that far. But I would follow him and I will. And that little comment right there one day may cost me my life. That's fine. Never be afraid of someone who can't kill the soul. You got a plan. Stick with it. Trust me, hang in there. And in the meantime, find a buddy, a friend, a pal. Pick on Lloyd. That's what I do. Works pretty good.
Works for me.
Works for me. And Lloyd has got pretty big shoulders. He takes it, and he takes it in fun. See, look at him. You can see the proud Big Daddy look on his face now that he and Reagan are expecting.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly what we're expecting, but it's something. Guys, I love y'all.
We love you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, be kind to each other and take care of yourselves. This life is so short after all. We're not here but a moment.
It's true.
And we can make all the difference in the world in that one moment. And if you just don't feel like it, tell you what works for me is thinking about what Christ did for me and how he died for me. And us, all of us. I'm pretty sure he didn't feel like going through that. And if that don't give you strength, I don't know what will. So, October 2nd, I put the Patreon link back in the chat thing. If you want to join up, that's great. I figured October was a good month to start the Patreon contact thing again. We'll be doing it before the gatherings, Wednesdays. And Stace and I still got a few details to iron out. But we were thinking, I don't know, around 7:30-ish, 7:45, something like that. And it's just going to be the Patreon family getting together. And we'll do readings. We'll talk about things. do one-on-ones. So, for example, I will specifically sit here and say, "Hey, Tina, how you doing? What's going on?" Maybe have Tina on here with me. It's just going to be family. It's going to be Patreon people. Put you guys on. Let us tell you about your story. Tell you about what you're thinking. And you've got those.
Got some fun stuff.
Okay. And we're going to have Lloyd on here too. And he has even agreed to do some minor tabletop dancing.
Some windmill stuff.
Windmill stuff. Yes. Yes. I could go do that for Paul too. So it's but it's going to be something that,
I may not be present for that part.
come to think of it, I might not be either. So, but with that being said, we're going to step out and wish you all a good night and have a happy weekend. It's supposed to heat up a little bit towards the end of the week and then a really nice cool down for the weekend.
Yeah.
Fall is definitely going to be here before long. It's going to be great. So, guys, on behalf of Stacia and Lloyd, love you all. We hope that you have a wonderful night, Stace.
Love you guys.
I don't even need to say it, baby.
Love you.
Love you too, baby. Lloyd, you and Reagan, all the best. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.